Previously on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
I know a lot of you hating motherfuckers want me to fail, but guess what? It ain't happening. You know why? Because I got a microwave on my head.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tonight, Samuel L. Jackson, Jake Tapper, and music from Train and REO Speedway with Cleto and the Cleto. And now, Jimmy Kimmel.
States of America where, you know what, they say we're slipping here. They say we don't have the same vitality we used to. But guess what? Just when they start to count us out, we get on our feet and we get right back on top. And that's why I'm so pleased to announce that cases of syphilis in the United States have skyrocketed to the highest number since the 1950s. That's right. Small victory, but syphilis. You know what syphilis is, Guillermo?
Yes, it's a disease that you get with having sex. Yeah.
It's a bacterial disease, and Guillermo described it properly. It can lead to paralysis, hearing loss, dementia, and even believing you're still president 3 years after you lost. It's dangerous. So don't get it. In Washington today, they held the annual lambasting of the social media CEOs. They do this just about every year. The Senate Judiciary Committee, they drag the heads of Facebook and TikTok and whatnot into their chambers, and they yell at them on C-SPAN. They make a big show, and they send them on their way with no penalties whatsoever. Most of these senators are so old, they honestly, they don't know how to work their garage door openers, but they're there talking tech with these giants of the industry, and it doesn't stop people like Senator Kennedy of Louisiana from pontificating about Snapchat.
I see you hiding down there. What does yada, yada, yada mean?
I'm not familiar with the term, Senator.
Very uncool.
And that is a dude who knows cool. That's a really cool. The idea was, and it's, don't get me wrong, it's important. The idea was they were there to protect children from the many horrors they're subject to on social media, but the bozos who are supposed to be doing the protecting for us are obviously completely out of their element.
There was a report recently that compared hashtags on Instagram to hashtags on TikTok.
Oh, Ted, you blundering squid penis, you. It's just to be clear, TikTok is a social media app. TikTok is what the guy sitting next to your fish breath keeps begging you to chew, okay? At one point, Senator Hawley from the great state of indignation, I think, berated Mark Zuckerberg. And I have to admit, it was kind of fun to see a guy who's worth $140 billion trying to crawl into his shell.
There's families of victims here today. Have you apologized to the victims? Would you like to do so now?
Well,
they're here. You're on national television. Would you like now to apologize to the victims who have been harmed by your product? Show them the pictures. Would you like to apologize for what you've done to these good people?
I'm sorry for everything that you have all gone through. It's terrible. No one should have to go through the things that your families have suffered. And this is why we invest so much and are going to continue doing industry-leading efforts to make sure that no one has to go through the types of things that your families have had to suffer.
Now can I go back to windsurfing at my macadamia farm? It's a level of sincerity. You usually can only get that on ChatGPT, but boy, Mark Zuckerberg. And you know, in New York now, ruling is expected any day on how much Donald Trump's going to have to shell out for the multi-million-dollar fraud case he lost. He could be on the hook for $370 million, possibly more. And last week, of course, he was told to pay $84 million, which means somebody's probably about to release a whole new batch of NFT trading cards. But it's very possible that in addition to the fine, Trump would be forced to stop doing business in New York, which, you know, you'd think getting caught running a fake university would have triggered that penalty already, but Trump's legal bills are enormous, and his donors are paying for it. According to the New York Times, Trump has used about $50 million worth of campaign contributions to cover his legal fees, which is, you know how much Jimmy Carter spent in legal fees his whole post-presidency? $45.18. In the meantime, Trump is focused on this battle against Taylor Swift. Trump's campaign team they've been working on ways to turn their cultural warriors against Taylor Swift in the event she decides to endorse Joe Biden. So if you're a Republican, I guess enjoy her music while you still can before the Ayatollah Khomeini declares a fatwa, a very fatwa on her. I mentioned last night, there's this bananas conspiracy idea that the nuts have cooked up that says Taylor Swift and company rigged the NFL playoffs as part of an evil plan to reelect Joe Biden, and Trump's taking this personally. Kanye West has been telling people he's saying, I'm more popular than Taylor Swift, and my fans are more committed than hers, which I had to say, if Taylor Swift told her fans to storm the Capitol on January 6th, they would have succeeded. They would be running the country right now. They would not have stopped to... And why is he even thinking like this? He's not running against Taylor Swift. And who is he kidding? He's more popular. If Donald Trump held a rally at SoFi Stadium here in L.A., they would still have enough empty seats to also hold a Taylor Swift concert that night. And unlike your rallies, her tickets aren't free. People paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars to see her, and not just here in America. How's your popularity in Tokyo and Singapore? How's your popularity in Gelsenkirchen, Germany? Because she's doing 3 nights at a soccer stadium there that holds over 62,000 people, even though no one has ever heard of Gelsenkirchen, Germany. It might not even exist. Taylor Swift is so popular, people want to watch her watching a football game. The truth is, you're not even the most popular Donald. It's still a cartoon duck with a speech impediment and no pants on. This fight he's about to pick with Taylor Swift, this might be what does it. It won't be January 6th. It won't be the election fraud or the sexual assault or dancing with Jeffrey Epstein or even fathering Don Jr. What's finally going to bring down Donald Trump will be an army of pissed off Swifties. And that's... And you know, if he wasn't so jealous, maybe he might even enjoy Taylor's music. I mean, so many of her songs seem like they were written specifically for him. Don't Blame Me, You Need to Calm Down, Is It Over Now, Now That We Don't Talk, Karma, Red, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, You're on Your Own, Kid, Anti-Hero, and of course his all-time favorite, which is me. Yeah. You know, on Monday, this was interesting. Even though it shouldn't have been interesting, it turned out to be interesting. Elmo from Sesame Street posted the following question on Twitter. Elmo's just checking in. How's everybody doing? And for whatever reason, everybody wanted Elmo to know how they were doing. The tweet has more than 180 million views, tens of thousands of responses. People started posting deeply personal replies. But it's incredible. People won't talk to their husbands or wives. They'll spill their guts to the first Muppet who tweets. Even President Biden responded. He or someone in his office who knows how to use the phone wrote, I know how hard it is some days to sweep the clouds away and get to sunnier days. Our friend Elmo is right. We have to be there for each other, offer our help to a neighbor in need, and above all else, ask for help when we need it. Even though it's hard, you're never alone. So, which means, first of all, it's beautiful, but it also means the president has entered the speaking sincerely to puppets stage of his golden years. And I don't know what happened. I mean, isn't Elmo 3? What is he doing on Twitter in the first place? Where are his parents? And then all the Sesame Street characters chimed in. Bert chimed in. Bert wrote, I'm here if you ever need a shoulder to lean on. I'll make us both a warm cup. No, he won't. I know Bert. I grew up with Bert. He's not making anybody a cup of tea. Ernie probably got on his phone and tweeted it to screw with him. All the Sesame Street characters got involved. Even Oscar, this was very sweet. Oscar wrote, off. I always liked Oscar the best. But the guy or the kid or the monster or whatever it is who started this was Elmo. So I thought it might be nice since he checked in with us to check in with Elmo and just to see how he is doing. Oh, my God. After all of this. Elmo? Hey, can we get somebody to look in on... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Please send in the EMT, will you? Oh, there we go. Okay, great. He should be fine. I'll tell you what, I remember a day when all that little freak wanted was to be tickled. You know, we do our show right smack in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard, which is a magnet for tourists from all over the world. And with that said, we like to do, from time to time, we like to play a game called Foreigner or Not. And Guillermo is, Guillermo is a full-fledged American citizen. He's out on Hollywood Boulevard. How's it out there? It's warm, right?
Yes, Jimmy, it's very warm. It's nice.
It's nice. It was freezing cold like 10 days ago and raining all the time, and now it's warm.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What do you make of that, Guillermo?
I don't know, Jimmy. Just crazy weather, Jimmy.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, I heard you'd had a couple of drinks tonight. Is that true?
I did, Jimmy. I had like almost 3 shots of tequila.
Oh.
Yes.
Almost 3. What, you decided, you know, at 2 3/4, you said, you know what, I got to be on?
Yeah, I'll save the other little one for next, after the show.
All right, so Guillermo, you know how the game works. We meet a pedestrian. We've instructed them not to speak, and then using nothing more than my keen powers of observation, I will attempt to suss out if that person is a foreigner or not. So let's meet our first visitor. Guillermo, bring in our first visitor. Again, this gentleman is not allowed to speak. And he is, you know, you look very menacing with your arm behind your back like that. But he is, he's got a flag that will indicate what country he is from. And, well, what's your name? Okay, so he can't, either he doesn't understand anything I'm saying, or he's following the rules very closely. You do look like a human Joanne fabric store. Okay, he does understand English. And he seems to know the Joanne fabric reference, so... oh, my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Holy moly. I don't know if you're from this planet, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to say you are not a foreigner. What is it?
I'm from Rottingdean in the UK.
Oh, wow, you sure are. Holy cow. You're shaking that flag so hard I couldn't even see it. Are you here on vacation right now?
Oh, I'm here because my partner and our colleague Annie have been nominated for a Grammy.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wow.
Best recording package for a band called Dry Cleaning.
And what is that big clump of metal you have down there around? Yes.
Oh, it's all different key rings. Yeah, from different places.
And yet no keys?
And no, 1 key from where we're staying.
Okay. All right, well, you stumped me, and we have a little gift for you. Welcome to our country, and Guillermo has for you an American apple pie. Have you had one of those?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you for playing. All right, let's see if I can get back on track here. All right, our next... All right, hi there. Okay, again, she's following the rules, or she doesn't understand what I'm saying. Okay, all right, so we have a young lady here. Looks to be about late 20s, probably. Mid-20s. Dressed in oatmeal from head to toe. Oh, okay. Now, hold on a second. Go back down for a moment. Okay, now, all right. I'm thinking, if you were from L.A., you would know not to wear sandals on Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, that's not a, all right. I am gonna say that you are not a foreigner.
I'm a foreigner.
Where are you from? What is that? Is that a real flag, or did you make it up?
No, I'm from Namibia.
You're from Namibia?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see some identification. What do you do for work in Namibia?
Oh, I'm actually a student.
You are? What are you studying?
Education.
Okay, we're gonna get you a pie and some shoes because you cannot walk around. You're gonna get like a hypodermic needle in there.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for playing. I don't like, you know I don't like when I lose. I got to get one. All right. All right, all right. All right, now, oh, now I'm hoping this guy's not one of us, but. All right. I know where you're from. You're from 2007. Is that? When the Fallout Boy grows up to be a Fallout man. All right, wow. Okay, oh, the shoes are pretty regular. Pants, regular. Tattoos could be anything. Oh, he's got a Paramore tattoo. Okay. All right, I'm gonna say you're an American. Are you?
You are correct. I'm
You are an American. Where are you from?
East LA.
You're from East LA?
Yep.
All right, well, go back there. All right.
Let me give you a prize.
No, thank you for playing, and even though you've had one before, we got you a delicious, freshly bought apple pie. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for playing.